Okay, good evening. How are you, my dear friends? Hope you are doing fine wherever you are and whatever time you are in. My name is Dorcas Wallis. I just want to give you an inspiration depending on what you're passing through or depending on which situation you are in. I want to give an encouragement to this person who is passing through the desert. I want to remind you that in every desert, there is a well of hope. There is this Hagar who was sent away by Abraham after having given birth to Ishmael, whose idea was initiated by Sarah, who was the same lady who initiated the sending away of Hagar. And when they went into the desert, I remember before they left, they were given a little amount of water and little food. And when they were in the desert, whatever they were given, water and food, got complete. I remember they were in the desert. In the desert is a place that has got no hope, because when you look up, down, sideways, you find only sun and very hot sun. But one thing I want to assure you, our God is the owner of all things. He is the owner of sand. He is the owner of water. He owns everything on this earth. And I could see the mother crying without any hope because of the child, to an extent of keeping the child aside, that she may not hear the child crying or see the son die. And this is the same case we sometimes get ourselves in. And that is why you hear a lot of suicides. There are some people who are passing through hardships, and to them that is a desert. And when they look around, they only see problems and calamity. That is a desert. But one thing I want to assure you, when Hagar cried because of the child, imagine there was a well within. And God opened the eyes of Hagar and saw the well. What kind of a desert are you passing through? Just think about God who owns everything. Are you passing in the desert of hardship? There is a well somewhere of hope. Are you passing through the desert of loneliness? There is a well of companionship. Are you passing through a desert of lack? There is a well of plenty. Are you passing a well of hopelessness? When you look around, you see that you have come to your end. There is hope. There is a well that has the goodness of God, that grace which is always sufficient into us and to us. Paul prayed a lot of times. He was passing through the desert of hardships that we don't know. It is only God who understands the desert that he was passing through. And he prayed God the first time, the third time, second and the third time. But God told him, remember, in that hardship that you're passing through, in that desert, may my grace be sufficient for you. In that desert of sickness that you are in, there is a well around you of healing that comes from God. He told Paul that his strength is manifested in his weakness. That is the well that I'm talking about. In that desert of your lack, the plentiness of God is manifested in your lacking. In that desert of loneliness, the companionship of God is manifested in that loneliness that you are in. Sometimes you even lack sleep during the night. But that time, there is that well of whisper that is whispering through your ears that God is with you. My dear brother, my dear sister, I don't know the desert that you're passing through. I don't know which desert you are in. But in that desert, regardless which desert it is, there is a well of hope. There is a well of friendliness. There is a well of healing that comes from God. God is the owner of the desert. God is the owner of rain. God is the owner of seas and oceans. And He is able to produce a well of hope in that desert of hopelessness. He is in a position to produce a well in that desert that you're sailing in, the desert of loneliness. He has a well of companionship. Even if you don't have a companion human being, remember the promises of God that He will never leave us, neither abandon us. So when you feel you are alone, when you feel you have come to your end, let this voice, that whispering sound that tells you, my child, I am with you until the end. Be blessed as you continue remembering that whatever desert you're passing through, there is a well of hope, a well of healing, a well of the goodness of God. Because God is always with us and He owns everything. Thank you, my listeners. May God open your eyes and see the well which is just next to you in that desert that you are in. Shalom.